Let's do a little bit of work with inflation. The median income in Michigan is about $31,000 annually. Let's say we have a person earning $31,000 annually and they receive a pay increase to $33,000. What percent increase is that, and does it cover inflation? Let's find the percent increase first. We need to find the actual change between the two amounts. $33,000 minus $31,000 gives us an actual change of $2,000. And then to find the percent increase, we take that actual change and compare it to the original amount. In this case, the original amount, or the starting value, is $31,000. So we'll make the fraction 2,000 divided by 31,000. We'll grab a calculator and do the division for that. We get a decimal, 0.065, nope, little error there, 0.064516, and it goes on and on. So as a percentage, when we multiply this by 100 or move the decimal point to the right two places, we get about 6.45% increase in salary. That's the percent increase that we were looking for. To know whether it covers inflation or not, we need to know the inflation rate annually. And traditionally in the United States, except for the time right past COVID, the inflation rate has run between 2% and 4% annually. So if we're thinking historically, 6.45% increase could definitely cover inflation, but you'd want to look at it on a year-by-year basis. If we were talking about a situation like right past COVID where the inflation rate was running really high, maybe this would not cover inflation. But in many years, it would have been fine to cover inflation. So here's another example where we might use some calculation with inflation involved. Let's say that we have just looked up, like I just did, the average cost of 1 year of college at a public college. It's about $11,000 for tuition and fees for 1 year. If we adjust this for 4% annual increases over 18 years, what would the future cost be? So let's pretend that you have a little person that you're planning for college for. So they are 0 years old right now, and when they're 18, you'd like to plan for 1 year of college for them. The cost of college goes up every year due to inflation, and colleges raise their rates usually. So if we use an inflation idea of about 4% annually, that can help us make a prediction for what's going to be the cost in 18 years. So to make that happen, we'll use regular compound interest. And the compound interest formula that we've been using looks like A equals P times the quantity, 1 plus R over N, all of that raised to the exponent n times t. And we're looking for the future value, this A amount outside, and that means we need to know all of the other pieces. Our present value, or the starting value, is $11,000. The rate that we are using is 4%, but we need to use it as a decimal form, so 0.04. This is going to be annual increases, so our n value is 1. That also gets used in the exponent, and then the amount of time that goes by is 18 years. When we do this calculation, notice that the exponent 1 times 18 is just 18, but you can load the rest of this in the calculator directly, and when you do that, I think you'll get $22,283 and this long decimal, 0.98167. Let's round this to the nearest cent. Put a dollar sign on there, $22,283.98. If we allow for 4% annual increases over 18 years, the $11,000 price tag for tuition and fees currently, on average at public colleges, would look like $22,283.98 in the future.